guys, if you were in SoFi yesterday and you believe you could get the football back with 1:30 and your quarterback can win you the game, guess what? You were a Los Angeles Chargers, not a Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, I mean, is that
100%?
Is it as simple as that? Like, Baker Mayfield didn't have a bad day. It's not fair in every way to put the loss on him. But is it reasonable to say this was a game between one team that has a good quarterback and one team that has a great quarterback?
Yeah, I think that's fair to say because the question follows you in the NFL at quarterback until you answer it. Can you be the guy late in games that will put us on your back and be the difference? And the Chargers had that with Justin Herbert, and the Browns, and this is coming from somebody who has always had Baker's back, and I still think he's very good. The Browns yet don't. Baker hasn't answered that question
You
yet.
said something week one, and it sticks with me, and I repeat it constantly. Like, there are some quarterbacks you win because of.
Right.
When will the Cleveland Browns start winning because of their quarterback?
And they've had 2 chances this year, right? Week 1 against the Chiefs, and then yesterday, fourth quarter, 1-possession game, quarterback, you need to go be special. And to kind of elevate, you notice, into rare air in the NFL to elite air, you got to do that. You could be a really good player, Baker is, but until you be the guy that in the fourth quarter in 1-possession games, right now, Baker Mayfield, Hembo gave me this number. In the fourth quarter of 1-possession games, Baker Mayfield's 31st in QBR.
Yeah.
Facts over feelings. Facts over feelings.
Well, man, I hate to say I was right again, but I was right again. But here's the deal.
Hate to say it.
Look, I hate to say it, but because I think Herbert, I said, oh, my God.
Well, what were you right about?
But I'm right about everything on this thing because, to me, here's the thing. This guy is not Justin Herbert. All right, if you have Justin Herbert, you win the game. If you have Aaron Rodgers, you win the game. You have Tom Brady, you win the game.
Right.
He's not in that air. So when I said he was overrated, I think he's a good quarterback.
Right.
But he's not a great one. And you know who else doesn't think he's a great quarterback? The Cleveland Browns. Are you kidding me? It's 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10.
I agree with
and
this,
if you punt the ball, you know the Chargers are scoring because you can't stop anybody, especially the Chargers. Here it is 3rd and 10. Let's run a draw. What? I remember I was sitting there with Randy Moss and go, they're going to run the ball. Oh, my God, I was just kidding. What are you doing? Are you kidding me? Throw the dang football. Why do you have Odell Beckham? Why did you trade for Odell Beckham? Can he not beat somebody? Like, in that situation, throw the ball. That's what bothers me about this game more than anything. The way they handled that situation, 3rd and 10, and then when you get the ball back, I mean, 1:30 left. I wanted to see him win the game, and to sit back and the way they handled it. What they burn up a minute of that time and got like 15 yards. It made no sense to me whatsoever.
The final 2 minutes.
Not Baker's fault.
Was just terrible. Can we have a moment on Justin Herbert here?
No.
He's 23 years old. He started his 20th NFL game yesterday, and as you watch him, it is impossible not to think you're watching the next great NFL quarterback, the next superstar, and maybe he's already there.
Yeah, Herbert's the MVP of the NFL right now. He's the most unflappable quarterback in football so far. And he's changing the narrative around the Chargers. The Chargers used to always lose games like this because they didn't have a guy. And now the Chargers are winning games because of Justin Herbert. I think that what you're starting to see is this guy that, we've raved about the intelligence. That's there. And he's got this unique ability. And Matthew Stafford had this a little bit, where he plays with an incredible amount of ego and very little cockiness. Like you don't, and I've said that, you don't make the throws, that 3rd and 5 to Keenan, you don't make those throws unless you think you're the baddest dude on the field, but you also don't make the easy throw to Cook that gets the 40-yarder down the sideline unless you're okay with doing the
same thing we saw him do against the Raiders.
Hey, I said there's one guy that's feeling dangerous, there's one guy that actually is dangerous.
Yeah.
That was the difference in that game.
If you were starting an NFL franchise right now, you could have any player to start it with, inclusive of everyone, you wouldn't be wrong if you said you'd start it with Justin Herbert. He's 23 years old. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.